More breaking updates now coming in. India has scaled an unprecedented peak. The active cases of COVID dropped below the 8 lakh mark for the first time in 1.5 months, and this is as per the Health Ministry data. India has recorded over 62,000 cases over the last 24 hours, taking the total tally of active cases in the country to 7,95,087. Not just that, the country has also witnessed the sharpest 15-day decline in the COVID cases with a drop of nearly 18%. Let me go across to my colleague Torima for further understanding of the numbers that we've received from the Health Ministry at this point. Torima, over to you. Where does India stand right now in terms of the COVID situation and the numbers that we've received from the Health Ministry?
That's right. This is a sort of a positive news, in fact, because what we have seen that there's been a lot of apprehension that ahead of the festive season or with winter approaching that the numbers might go up and it might become an uphill task for health authorities in order to curb the number of cases. But the data that the Health Ministry has released of late has in fact shown that the number of active COVID cases in the country for the first time has in fact dropped below the 8 lakh mark. And over the past 2 weeks, if we see, there's been a steady decline. In fact, if we can just bring up that graphics for you to see that there's a sharpest decline in a fortnightly basis that has been recorded of late. There's been an 18% drop in new infections in the first 2 weeks of October, and there's been a 19% drop of deaths which has been recorded in the first 2 weeks of October. And this is the lowest fortnightly count which we have seen since second week of August. So more than a month, nearly 2 months now that we have. If we look at the data from those 2 months, this is the sharpest fortnightly drop in number of COVID cases, and this is the second straight fortnight when COVID cases have in fact shown a decline. So this is a glimmer of hope that we can in fact see, which is coming through at the moment just ahead of the festive season when all authorities across the states will be on a high alert. But nonetheless, the fact that there's a steady decline of active COVID cases which are being recorded daily, and that the total number of active cases has dropped below the 8 lakh mark, that is being seen as an unprecedented feat by the Health Ministry.
All right, Torima, many thanks for joining us and bringing us all those updates.